And that leads to the next P, which is one of my favorites. It's passion. Is passion. In 2001, I trademarked this term I call vocational passion. And I'll tell you what that is. You go to sleep on Sunday morning, and you can't wait to get up on Monday. You toss and turn all night. And you look at you wake up at 2, and you go, is it time to get up yet? No, it's not time to get up. And you go back to sleep, and you toss and turn. Is it time to get up yet? No, it's only 4. And finally, you can't stand it. You think about all the work that you have to do on Monday. And you just get up, and you do it. The difference is you love every minute of it. Monday is the best day of the week, and Friday, well, Friday's the worst because you have to wait until Monday to continue. I hate holidays. Last year, I went into a post office to mail a package. It was Thanksgiving. It was like a Wednesday. Thanksgiving was Thursday. And I said to the woman behind the desk, I said, will my package get there on Friday? She says, it will not. Friday is a vacation day. It's the only vacation day I've had in a long time. Your package will not get there. And I said, well, if you did vocation, then every day would be a vacation. And then I learned later, you don't say that in a post office. It's not a good idea. Vocational passion. Vocation means to call. The French gave us the word career, which means fast track. So they taught us to run real fast, and then they also gave us the word retire, which means to slow down, crawl under, and in my terminology, die. So thanks to the French, we run fast and then we just sort of die. Vocation means what work can you do that will last a lifetime until you stop breathing? Yeah, you might slow down a little bit when you're older, but what work could you do that would last you a lifetime? Vocation. What work calls you? What work pulls you? If I sent all of you right now to the bookstore in San Francisco for 2 hours, what part of the bookstore would you go to? And why? We'll go to different parts of the bookstore during different parts of our life. So what are you passionate about? Vocational passion is when you do work that feels voluntary versus you feel obliged to do because someone's paying you. Now, I'm not saying you can't get paid doing what you love. We'll get to that in a second. But it's to think about what work calls you. I was in New York City training for the marathon years ago. And I came back from training, and I was going up into the Hilton Hotel. It was 30 degrees, it was winter, it was cold. And I'm going into the hotel, and all of a sudden I hear a guy singing, I've done it my way. I'm like, who is singing in the middle of 6 a.m.? I turn around, it's Mel, the street sweeper, in an orange jumpsuit. And he was sweeping the streets. I thought to myself, this must be a lousy job. So I ran up to him, and I had a mask on. He looked like he was going to hit me because it was cold. But he was big, and I was small. And I said, hey, man, you look like you really love your work. He says, this isn't work. This is a mission. I've been doing this my whole life. My mission, he says, I'm responsible. And he proceeded to explain the 4-square block radius that he was responsible for. I'm responsible to make sure that these streets are clean so that nobody steps on garbage on the way to work. That's my mission, he said. I don't know why, but that had the biggest impact on me because, I was still in corporate America, and I was about to go through another long day of sales meetings and, after dinner drinks where people stand around and, act like they care about you, but they really don't. And then back to the hotel for those really important emails until 2 in the morning. Like, boss, could I have next year off or something, I went up to get dressed for the day thinking of Mel, and I don't know why, but I was jealous of Mel. Because he seemed to have something I didn't. And I didn't understand it because I had worked 25 years. I was an executive. I made all the money. I had the fancy cars. But somehow he had something I didn't have. And it bothered me deeply. It led me to eventually take a new path. So I asked you this morning to think about, what are you passionate about? What work, just gives you the tingles that if someone paid you for, you'd actually say, you're paying me for this? Passion. Passion is very, very exciting. Passion is like what work best fits you. So I'd like you to think about that this morning.